Healing crystals, skincare routines, knitting a sweater, fitting in jeans. With Katie and Sarah, no need to worry, you're on a lady journey.
Let's hear it for Lily Michelle. Oh my goodness.
She's so amazing. I love her. I'm obsessed with her. You guys, welcome to our podcast, Lady Journey. This is a podcast we've been doing for a year and a half. It's about any forays into the feminine. You know, we'd like to talk about overnight oats.
Yes, Pinterest.
And
this doesn't exclude. This is for anybody and everybody. Like we do believe that Joe Rogan does a lot of lady journeys.
Men
himself.
can go on a lady journey. Okay, go in the sauna. That's a lady journey.
That's
self-care. Yeah. We've just had
wonderful.
One of our more popular recent episodes. We did a full episode on soap.
Yes, that was very riveting.
Soap is a lady journey. Soap is absolutely a lady journey. And we're so thrilled to be here at the Curious Elixirs space doing this is our second live episode that we've done. Can you believe that?
Yes, and this time everything is connected. Last time we didn't even record.
Yes. Yeah. Failures are a lady journey.
It's part of the lady journey. It's a process, and it's a learning. You learn every time.
Every day we're learning to turn on things.
This time we learned that we need an HDMI adapter.
Yeah.
And that's a lady journey itself.
We want to say thank you so much to the Curious Elixirs, the team here. Thank you guys so much. Let's give them a big round of applause for helping us set up. Being patient with me as I pretend I know technical things when I don't. I'm like, I think you just press on. I think that's it. That's what I've learned.
You turn it on.
Now, I'm obsessed with Curious Elixirs, and I'm so thrilled to do the event here because, first of all, we just learned what adaptogens are.
Yes.
Those are herbs.
Medicinal purposes.
For medicinal purposes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So that's what those are. Okay. So I said, is CBD an adaptogen? And I got it. I don't know. But mushrooms definitely are. So we're getting turned tonight on some fucking reishi, some lion's mane. Okay.
Yes, that was one, right?
Lion's mane. Yeah. I love it. The ashwagandha.
Yes. And then adaptogens can make you happy. And they can make you relax. Did you know that?
And that is how I feel right now. That's exactly the mood I want to be in for this podcast.
The crystals of the food world.
Yes. Yes. They're so great. Now, you don't drink. You're in a sober lifestyle.
No, I don't drink because I've ruined lives. And
You've ruined a wedding.
I've ruined a wedding.
That's when you do.
And so now I don't drink. And that was 13 years ago.
You've been sober for 13 years.
Yeah, actually, no. 2009. What is that? I have no idea.
I think that's 14.
14,
that's 14. Thank you, math. Such a lady journey. Now, I do drink a little bit, but I don't really like to drink that much, so this is perfect for me. Let's make some noise in the crowd. Who here does drink? Who does drink and they just like a night off? Yeah, just a couple people. And who's into sober lifestyle here? Make some noise. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, love it.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
You can do both.
That. Well, not when you're sober, though.
You find out I'm not sober. I
just do
wine.
A little Coke. I just do a little Coke. Nothing. No worries. So thank you, everybody. That's our podcast in a nutshell. So we're going to be interviewing an amazing comic. We have somebody, we are so thrilled to get her as a guest. She's just had an incredible comedy album come out. It's called Daddy's Girl. It just got rave reviews.
You can also catch it on YouTube.
It is on, yes, it is on YouTube.
Special, yes.
It's a special. It's got rave reviews in the New Yorker. So we're so thrilled to even be able to get her here. She's barely even in town. When she's here, she's at the Comedy Cellar. She's all over. She also is mostly very busy opening for Amy Schumer on the road. So we're very thrilled to get the tea, okay? Because I know they go in a private jet. And that is my maladaptive daydream that I'm living in, fantasizing about going in a private jet. So
one day, that's our goal.
That's our goal.
To do a lady journey in a private jet.
Even though we are eco-friendly, but we're going to greenwash it. We're going to be like, this is a jet for Greenpeace. Okay, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and welcome our guest. Will you guys join us in welcoming her to the stage? Yes.
Keep it going.
Everybody, please welcome Jaye McBride.
Oh, Jaye, welcome.
Jaye, welcome. Yes, Jay, we adore you. We love you. You're a queen.
Thank you. This place is amazing, by the way.
Isn't this
I know.
awesome?
I've had like 8 of those drinks. I'm still not even buzzed. It's crazy.
I know. I love it. You don't know. You're like, I'm hammered.
We're like, Jay.
Jay, pull it together. God.
I know. I'll get there. I'll sober up. Don't worry. I'll be fine.
No, what's your drink of choice, Jay?
Well, I don't drink either, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was more. It's almost embarrassing. It's not like I went into sobriety. I just didn't feel like drinking anymore.
Yeah,
so
you just phased it out.
I was like, why am I wasting money on this? And and I started getting terrible hangovers. So I was like, yeah, I don't need this. So I
Yeah.
just
Oh my
stopped.
God.
So my drink of
Hangover.
choice is coffee, but.
I'm always jealous of people that have that. They're like, I just didn't. I just one day realized, I hadn't had a drink in a while, and that's all I do. I still count drinks.
Yeah,
and
I
like
don't even
that
know
person's had 4.
I know. I don't even have the date when I stopped. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
4
So
or
you've
5, whatever.
never punched your aunt. Okay.
No,
Wow.
but I'm also-
Good for you.
But I'm also Irish Catholic, so we have a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
we have some heavy drinkers in our family,
Me
so it's a
too.
good.
They drink
Yeah.
for you.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
right. I drink through them vicariously.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun to throw up in someone's carpet. It's vicariously through them.
We do have a lot of carpet in this ethnic background. We have a lot of carpet, a lot of bad old carpet from the 80s,
Yes,
just floating
yes.
around. Well, Jay, we're so thrilled to have you on, and we have a little gift for you.
Oh my! All right.
Isn't this amazing? So I have to tell you the tale. Do we have anybody from Horty come tonight? Anybody from Horty tonight? So, okay, I went to this plant shop. I'm obsessed with it. It's right around the corner from here. It's called Horty. They've just opened. First of all, you go in. It's the biggest plant store I've been in the entire city of New York. It's unbelievable. It's huge. I go in. They have a little space in there. Just, you can rip it. Don't even worry about it. They have a little space in there. You can pack your own plant. So this isn't technically packed, but they made this for you.
I like that you have to water that every 3 hours.
Yeah.
We give you the most high maintenance plant that there is. It's very, and you need to talk to it nonstop.
Put it in a humid space or it will die.
Oh, you'll lose that shiny leaf in no time.
I know.
Oh, I kill my plants. Not intentional. I always say that I'm like, the movie 7, where he kept that guy alive barely for a year. That's what I do to plants. I just barely keep them alive for years.
Well, I love Horty. This is why I love them, because they have a section on their website. The entire section is called Hard to Kill Plants. And I was like, oh, something's resonating. So I went into the store. I'm like, I need something for myself that's hard to kill. I brought a beautiful plant. I'm like, what about this? The person was like, absolutely not. That's not going home with you. They were like, how about a jade? It's indestructible. So I got myself a jade plant.
That sounds like a challenge.
Have you ever-
No, I think I have 2 jades now. I have one. I think it's a jade. One that's like it's a succulent that's nicknamed E.T.'s fingers. I don't know.
Wow,
you know what that is?
Sounds like a porn.
Yeah. It's like I use it like a porn. No, it's
That's how you keep 'em alive.
It's a cactus, and it's gotten huge and like a bit sprouted out and started to root itself, so I can actually split it.
Yes.
But I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
I don't
very
know.
cool.
I also grew an avocado from the seed. But
Oh,
then
that's very cool.
I know, but it died. Yeah,
Yes.
it's no longer with
I
us.
feel like
Oh,
New
sorry.
York
It was a
doesn't allow you to
miscarriage.
do that, right?
Yeah.
What's that?
I feel like New York doesn't allow you to do avocado plants.
Well, it was like a sprout. It
Yeah.
was like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
It didn't like sprout fruit. It wasn't like a 20-year-old.
Then it died really far into it.
Yeah. So it's like I have
Yeah.
some luck and some bad. And I also like had a ginger paw
Oh, that's
that I
cool.
planted and it started to sprout, but it like one would come out and then another would and that would die. And
Yeah.
then- so
Yeah.
A
but now it's all
whack-a-mole.
dead. Yeah.
Of planting.
Yeah, but now it's all dead.
I found out from going to Horty, I told them, because I did recently kill a plant that I had spent a lot of money on. And I was like, what happened? I just was telling everything, my whole life story. And they looked at me, they were like, you're an overwaterer. And I was like, well, I did not realize I was going to walk out with a diagnosis.
You're too much.
Yeah.
You're a lot.
You're an
a lot.
overwaterer.
Yeah.
So that's why she gave me the jade plant. She was like, this, you just take the jade, just go. Like, this is kind of what you deserve. I was like, okay. So, yeah. But
Awesome, thank you. That's very
Yes.
cool. It's totally different than the ones I have now, so I can't wait to.
I do not know what type of
Introduce?
plant it is. It
Oh, you
has
don't know what it's called?
big
No.
leaves.
Oh.
There is a card in there that tells you
Okay.
its life
Perfect.
story. It was like adopted,
I do. That's a
It's like a
journey I do
Cabbage
want to go
Patch
on.
Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I interrupted.
No, you go.
Oh no, I was just saying that like,
Lady journey.
do you ever fantasize of like, because it sounds like you're starting to get a lot of plants, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you ever like look up stuff thinking that you're going to do that and then you're never going to do it?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I've been finding out like new techniques for gardening and I'm like, I don't even have a yard. I don't know why I'm looking up gardening facts right now.
Well, I watched this, like there's this one show I still watch, Homestead Rescue. Like I live in New York. Like I can't even see a tree from my house, but
But you
I'm
want to
watching
rescue.
This, like, so that's how you raise cattle in like a 1 acre place. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I don't know. That's what manure's used for, you know.
Yes.
But I don't know why. But I watched that and I think, someday.
Yeah, that's me.
Right,
that is me.
I
And yet
wanted
I've
to get
never done anything.
I wanted to get a money tree. I had a big fantasy about getting the money tree. And we had our friend, Sean Donnelly. He came on the podcast. He was telling us all about his money tree. And he was doing an elaborate bathing ritual with it where he would take it out of the pot, like rinse the roots. And I was like, I could surely do that. I mean,
I know, but it's also like, why don't you just get another job if that's what you're doing?
yeah, why don't I
anyway?
just work at the plant store?
Right.
Well, I wanted the money tree. I think I just actually wanted money. So I thought maybe if I got that tree instead of working, then, that's the way my mind works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So Jay, your album, Daddy's Girl.
Yes.
Loved it. So fantastic.
Aw, thank you.
Tell us everything. Tell us like what was it like your creative process leading up to the completion of the album.
All right. First, I went in knowing I would hate it no matter what, which
That's
is good.
to
That's
know.
a good
That's a good
thing.
start.
To know.
I think that's a true artist. To
Right.
hate your stuff,
and
right?
mission
I hate
accomplished.
this.
Mission
I hate this right now. Is this going badly?
The plant is already dying. I can see the plant browning from our negativity.
It's dead. It's
all right.
dead.
Well, thank you. It was a
the
wonderful
gauge
life.
of the show. Oh my god, that's like a Twilight Zone.
It's like it's like I don't know, Portrait of Dorian Gray, but it's a plant.
Yeah.
So you
how about
knew-
that for a reference, boy?
Oh my God. Reddit. Loved it.
So I it's my first special. I guess like I still call it an album. I don't know. Like
I
they
do
don't
too.
even- I don't
They're
know why.
interchangeable,
Like,
but
no one
but
does-
it
no
is
one
it
does.
is a special, and it's beautifully done. You did it at Union Hall.
I did.
Yeah.
And as the New York Times put, it was unrefined yet jaunty. So I guess that's good.
It's like you're riding in a carriage.
I think
that
that's
was what
right.
that was what watching it was like for me.
Yeah, I think that means they liked it. No, but yes, Union Hall, and like I said, it's the first one. So pretty much everything I had, some of the jokes were like 7 or 8 years old, and I'm just like,
You got to get them out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so I figured, so I just waited, and originally I was there was a great record producer in Toronto, Howell and Roar, I think they're called, and I was gonna
Okay.
do it through them, but then like things got sidetracked. I had like a lot of I had a new writing job, so a lot was going on. So then, but then at the Cellar, Bobby Kelly, who runs the lap or is working with the Lap Buds, like, produce your stupid album with us, and I was like, all right, you got it.
Yeah, that's all
great.
it takes.
That's
Is
all it
one
takes.
guy to just have confidence.
Right.
I'm like, okay, you're my leader.
It's like, I will do it. Right.
That's
right.
how I joined that cult.
Yeah.
Exactly. So anyway, I did it through them, and I was happy with it.
And
it
as
was
you're
great.
like putting it together, like, is this your headlining set, or are you working through like tweaking and tweaking?
It's literally everything I have. So that I still like. Like I tried to make it. I mean, even though I just do jokes, like joke, I try to make it seem like a story arc. So I'll have like segues for each topic, so it seems
Oh.
like I'm creating one continuous story. And it was just pretty much so many, like, you guys know the process, but how many times do you write a joke you think that you throw out because you don't think it's funny enough to do the rest of your set?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So,
and then I bring it back 10 years later.
Right.
And it's still bad. I'm like, why did I think that would work again?
But I'm like, content.
Right, like
Yeah.
there's one joke I told, like I think I wrote it like 5 or 6 years ago, but it never worked. And then so I was like, whatever. And then I brought it back last year, and it works every time. Where I say I'm asexual predator.
I love that joke. It's so fucking funny. I love it.
And it's just like and the fact that I don't know if people just didn't know what by the way, happy International Asexuality Day. That's the only reason I mentioned the joke.
Smart. That was seamless.
Topical.
I had no idea.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. You are a pro.
You were the worst ally ever. Hashtag bigot. No.
Well, I love your misdirection. I'm a huge fan of misdirection. When I heard you say that joke for the first time, I was like, I didn't know that. Boom, you hit me, And it felt the same thing watching it on the special again. I was like,
Well,
I'm
thank you.
learning something. No, I'm not. I'm being taken.
Right. I don't think it's asexual if you just can't get a date. I think that's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
So asexual, not by choice.
Yeah.
So good. I love all those. You have so many tight misdirections, and you really like write tight jokes. That's kind of your style. But yeah, you were like engaging the audience in a way that it felt super organic the way you were going into stuff.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, and it's one of the good things about the special. One of the few. No, one of the things that I like about it is that I have a lot of jokes that I do crowd work with, that I'll do callbacks like with certain people. Like usually anytime when I'm on the road, what I started to realize was like if there is a conservative guy in front that you tell crosses his arms and does that guy pose, whenever female comics are on the road, there's a guy who's like, dance for me, I'll start hitting on him. And like every time it works, because even if he doesn't laugh, everyone around him laughs. So then I started making it like doing specific bits. Well, this crowd was entirely queers, all gay men, like 90% gay men and 10% lesbian women. So I couldn't really do that. It didn't really work. So I have something for the next album.
That's great. That's so great.
So that's it. Yeah.
I was thinking maybe that you just go more specific in your Instagram ads. You get that one guy to show up, and you're like, there he is.
Have you marched the Capitol?
Jaye McBride.
I'm coming to your town.
I think the vaccine's a hoax too. Come watch me talk about it. Most of it was because Mateo Lane shared it, and he sold it out for me.
Oh, great! That's so great.
So he's such a sweetie.
Oh, we love him. Now you're touring with Amy.
I was, yeah, all last year from summer until December 10th.
Oh my God!
How many shows are we talking about a week?
It usually, I mean, there were only a couple times where we were there for like an entire week straight. We're like, but usually it was like one on Thursday, two on Friday, one or two on Saturday. But it was crazy. Just they're all different cities, so
it's gonna be weird.
It would be 3 or 4 in 3 days. So I remember one day it was. You wake up in a hotel room and like it was Boston, and then we get on the road. We check into a hotel for a night show in the casino, in one of the casinos in the middle of nowhere. And so we have 2 hours to get ready in the hotel room. Then we do the show, and then we leave. We check into another hotel room that night. It was just nonstop. It was crazy, and it was so much fun. And she's great, and it was very eco-friendly. We took a blimp, so we took a hang glider. It was fine. It was fun.
It was powered on jokes.
Yeah,
I love it.
So we did take a private plane for a couple of the shows, which was and it just made sense, because you can't take that many flights in one day otherwise. It was amazing. It was amazing. She's great. She was absolutely wonderful. Like the whole tour, I was with Mia Jackson, who's another great comic.
Oh my God, she's incredible.
The two of us had so much fun together, and it was absolutely amazing.
Now, Mia was saying the funniest thing to me when she had first started, when you guys had started the tour. She was like, I am getting on like these planes, this luxury, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like going in the bathroom, shutting the door, like, do not act poor. Do not act poor. Do not show where you're from right now.
Do not ask for ranch dressing on a private plane.
Were you finding that? Did you find it was like, comics, like for us, you guys know, like we basically perform like someone throws a beer in an alley. They're like, that's enjoy your night, bitch. And we're like, thank you. We're just licking it off the walls. So
100%.
Yeah,
We'd go to these
blown away.
like the airport, like a private plane has its own airport usually too. So like we're in these airports, these little tiny airports, and they have like a thing of candy. I'm like, are these free? Or like I could just take a bottle of water from the fridge and with me. I don't know.
Yeah, you're like, this is trespassing in upstate New York.
Although there was, we got to, in one of the airports, we were Minnesota. We were coming in off of a plane, and someone gets there, and immediately I'm thinking like, Amy probably doesn't want to be bothered. She doesn't have security here. Me being a hulk of a person, I thought I would try and block her view.
Oh.
I don't know why I felt so protective. Like someone, like I don't know, because like who would like, I'm not exactly, Mike Tyson, but
this is my bodyguard, Jay. You're like, hi.
So I walk in thinking like, okay, now these people won't recognize her. It'll be fine. And she sneaks around. He's like, oh my God, how are you doing? And it was Boy George. I know. It was so cool. And I was just like,
God.
It was amazing.
Get on the plane with us.
So she took a picture with him. And then I was like, Mia and I were like, we should go back and take a picture, right? So we did.
Oh my God.
We took a picture with all of Culture Club, which was kind of cool.
Thank goodness she didn't fight him.
I know.
Yeah,
I would have lost.
Yeah.
No.
So what were they doing? Are they on tour?
I think
what are
they
doing?
just had a show and they were getting onto a plane to fly somewhere else. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Now, when you fly private, with Amy, doesn't it seem like
This is
it's
the
hard
rest of
to
the
go
entire
back?
podcast. Back to the plane, though.
When you fly private, like we're all flying private, it's so funny when you get into that world a little bit, and then you go back to coach, and you're like, oh my god,
100%. Well, it was
so depressing. How good it can be.
Netflix. The Netflix is a joke festival. They flew us out first class last year, which that changed everything. It was like, holy shit. That's like, that was the weird.
It's
that was the
almost
only
like
thing.
you can't have that given to you ever. 'Cause
No,
you're like,
no.
I can't go back.
And now, of
Yes,
course,
the
like
devil's nectar.
Right. And I'm not going to pay for that. So now when I fly coach, I'm like, yeah.
You just have to
I
tell the
remember
other
those
people
days.
around you. Like, I'm usually in the better section, actually.
Right. They give me a pillow and a blanket and dinner. Oh. There's no one taking their shoes off next to me. And,
Oh my god, I love a plane ride. Love a damn plane ride.
Yeah, it's becoming like the bus lately.
Yes,
Right?
Yes.
100%.
Every time I turn on the internet, when I flip that switch, it's always like I see the first video is just like a fight online or like in the air.
You love a
Just
plane
like-
fight.
a
You
good
love a plane fight.
Right. 100%. Because they can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
and it brings
especially
everyone
midair.
together.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
One big podcast starts
like-
happening on
yeah.
there. Can you believe that?
Now, when you're traveling, when you're on the road like that, like what's your self-care? Like, do you have any rituals that you do to kind of get yourself back to feeling your best?
Well, the one thing I always do, water. Like
You love being
What's
hydrated.
that?
I'm good with hydration.
Yeah, water.
What is
Never
that?
heard of it.
Right. Yeah, I usually go to the back and drill a well. And, it's I don't really like. Obviously, the tap water in some cities is hit and miss.
Yeah, I'm from
It's
Indiana, so
there you go. All
I
right,
know about
say
that.
no more. So I usually will walk to say a Rite Aid or a CVS or something like that, get like a giant thing of water, bring it back to my hotel room, and I'll get fruit. That way I don't have to eat fast food all the time. And I just like that's the first thing I do.
I didn't know that you love fruit. Are you a fruit slut?
We're fruit.
I'm
guess
a
so.
fruit slut.
I've been slutting it up lately
Oh my
with
god!
my fruit.
I had a mango last night.
I'm a dirty fruit
Oh my god,
eater.
I'm such a fruit slut. Fruit season is coming up, everybody. Cherries, I can't wait. I love
The
cherries.
stone fruit season. Oh, you're a stone fruit slut.
I love
Yes.
stone fruit, though. You got to be careful because I'm also a gassy slut, so I gotta watch out. Thought that would get a bigger laugh, but
I didn't know. Wait, cherries give you gas?
stone fruit usually does give you gas. Like cherries, well, it's something about I think they have like higher sugar and like the way it breaks down. But
Okay.
yeah. But watermelon is good though. That's good for gas.
All right.
Gastro. Just so
Yeah.
you guys know out there for that
You
summer.
guys know about that.
Right. I mean,
So
come
you
on,
get
don't
your-
oh, sorry. Ooh,
Yeah.
we're like, we
So-
don't fart when we eat stone fruit.
Yeah, come on, guys. This is Lady Journey. This is serious.
Is that something that you would talk about on
Wait.
the private plane?
I just fucking farted so hard in there.
Well, you have
This
that
plane
great
is
joke
small.
about the apartment you keep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which I do not fart in front of my boyfriend. I fart in the other room, and then he goes in there and he's like, "What smells weird in there?" I'm like, "Surprise! You still want to get married?" Now, so you love fruit, you love the water.
Yes, yes.
What else do you do?
Any
There's more?
candles?
Any
no, I
candles?
don't. I don't have
I
candles.
love a road candle.
No,
I have a
although
little tin. Yeah,
okay, all
it's
right.
so fun.
PJs, comfy PJs.
Yes.
Yes.
And I bring comfy socks.
And you're a bathrobe
And
queen.
I don't bring my bathrobe
your
Contessa.
bathrobe
Yeah,
Contessa.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't bring my bathrobe with me, but
Okay.
some of the hotels we stayed at gave us bathrobes, which I mean, immediately I'm like, wait, we get to wear these? You know,
Oh.
I mean, like,
Yeah, I don't
love
touch
that.
those. I'm like, oh, that's not for me.
Oh, I put it on like, who wore this last?
right.
I'm gonna slip into her skin or his.
I'd like dance with it like Cinderella. You know, I'm like, I'm like,
Oh my god, yeah, this could be me. Now, but you have 7 bathrobes. You were saying.
I have 7 bathrobes. Yeah.
Yes.
And they're all
For
extremely
each day of the week?
No, well, I have 2 winter bathrobes, as I call them.
Okay.
Okay, this is the stuff that I live for, to hear
Right,
about
right.
people's bathrobe journey.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like you know, and it has like just super soft, like you
Oh.
could spread it on toast. It's just like, and it has pockets. That's the other thing.
Oh.
Pockets.
Are we
soft.
talking like the? This
Yes.
is like that lovely, like that polyester kind of like it'll go up in flames, but it's the softest
100%,
thing.
100%,
Yeah.
and then it'll be really warm.
What do you
which
put-
is perfect.
Do you put anything in your pockets in your bathrobe? Like, what do you use?
Almonds.
Pockets.
Yeah.
Almonds.
Can't candy. Werther's candies in case
Oh my
in case the
God.
grandkids come by.
You need a nibble. You need a nibble.
$2 bills.
Silver dollars and fruit, stone fruit. But occasionally, you know, I'll be like, I'll put my phone phone in there, and then
yeah.
but then I have
Hit
a
the
couple
couch.
lightweight ones. I have a fall
Yeah,
one.
paint us a
God.
portrait of the summer bathrobe. What's the summer bathrobe?
bathrooms. It's light, but it also still has pockets. It's
Okay.
very very light.
Silky,
It's,
more silky fabric?
It's no, it's more of a cottony polyester.
breathable,
blends.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I
yeah,
love
absolutely.
it.
What's your
Absolutely.
most expensive bathrobe?
Yes. And what's the price point? Divulge.
There was one that was a gift, but it cost over $100. yeah,
pretty
but it's
pricey.
I
very
think
nice.
That's
It's-
good.
it's
You
a
pay,
very
you
nice-
get what
it
you
has
pay
a-
for with
Yeah,
a
it's very
bathrobe.
waffly patternish.
Oh,
sort of
I know what
thing.
you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yes, that's like Four Seasons bathrobe,
Ooh.
kind of.
Kind of, yeah. So that's that's, and I switch them up. They're good. They like to share. They each like to take their own. They don't argue about who gets to be worn that day. They're,
Yeah.
They're very friendly.
I've done that to inanimate objects before, where you give them personalities, and
Yeah.
you're like, "I am so sorry, I've neglected you this
Right.
long. I will put you on."
This
I
is
will
my
get to you.
sad bathrobe.
I would do that.
This is my depression
Right.
bathrobe.
I do that all the time. Then I
Yeah.
started to change. I started to be, for some reason, I was thinking, like, I'm kind of pathetic. I wear one bathrobe. Like, I have 2 winter ones, and be like, I'd be so upset with myself because I wore one 2 days in a row and neglected the other one.
Yeah.
So I started to change the story because they're inanimate objects. It's like, no, this bathroom said, I want you to go twice in a row. You've been feeling blue. And I don't know why.
I love it.
So
I
now
love
I'm
it.
not only
Thoughtful.
giving, yes, I'm changing the narrative for my own psychosis.
Yes, I
it's-
like to arrange my objects to fit my dysfunctional behavior. That's my
Yes.
whole thing with my
Yes.
crystals. I'm like, I'm decorating my home with these, and they protect me.
I love that you do. It is. I've never thought of that before. That you're projecting your emotions onto your inanimate
Yes.
objects. Like for me, I just realized mine is like, why aren't you picking me? And that makes absolute sense for
Right.
me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, if I don't put my coffee mugs in order and use them in order, I feel like,
Oh my god, I only use one mug.
I
That's
love
where
that.
I'm at. I have mug.
I have backup mugs on the top, and I'm like, I feel so bad for you guys that you're not even in rotation right now.
Oh, I know. I hate our extra mugs.
They're
I use one mug. I'm like, this is my girl.
I feel like your mugs on the top are treated the way I was as a child, and this is like my other brothers, the ones that have fun and get to be brought out in public.
Meanwhile, I'm in a monogamous relationship with my mug. I
With
have
your one mug.
my one mug.
Right. That's
What's on your mug?
I have, well, my mom got me these. They're amazing. They're blown glass mugs. So it's a blown glass. So the heat of the cup doesn't burn your hand.
Okay.
And they're huge. So I just fill it up with like a gallon of Earl Grey and I just go about my day.
that makes sense because coffee doesn't get that hot, so you're like, you know.
Coffee's
Yeah.
fine.
What's on your mugs?
All right, now.
We're getting deep.
All right, this is. I want to say it's embarrassing, but now I'll own it. So 2 of them are the faces of 2 different My Little Ponies.
Wow,
Now,
I
look,
did
all
not
right,
see
look,
that coming.
look.
I did
Reveal.
not.
I'm
I
not
was
Huge
even-
reveal.
I'm not even a fan of My Little Pony, but
Okay.
as a joke, when I worked at Trader Joe's, I bought My Little Pony earrings for someone who would wear different funny earrings each time.
Gotcha.
And then I started to play into it, like, why aren't you wearing it? So she got me one of the mugs.
I totally
You were
get that.
gaslighting somebody that you're into My Little Pony.
And, it's Pinkie Pie, by the way.
Pinkie.
Which is a pink, and then my other friend who, at the time, like her and I were roommates, so she worked at a Hallmark, saw that mug and bought a different one of a different color, the purple one, which turns out to be Twilight Sparkle.
I did not know. I haven't been keeping up with My
Yeah,
Little
so
Pony.
That's it. Those are the only
Yeah.
2 I know. But
Yes.
so 2 of them are that. One of them,
Twilight Sparkle, of course.
yeah, the princess.
felt like a
you know,
fool.
You know, right, of course. I'm sorry.
Why didn't I see that
What
one
kind of-
coming? I was
Oh
like,
my God.
purpley?
All right, this lady journey is regressing.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
Here we go,
Yeah,
full
then
circle.
Yeah, right. Then I have one that my mom gave me that said "for Fox's sake," with a
You
fox
gotta
on it.
have a
You gotta have a
little
pun. You gotta have a
pun on
pun
your
mug.
mug.
Right, and then one that another friend gave me that says "I like naps," and it's
That's a total mug
which is
quote.
Me. That's me.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's for
100%.
herbal tea.
So those
Yeah.
are my mugs right now.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? If I drop one, I have to.
You have some backups.
You have backups.
I have backups. I'll give you some.
Tell us your number 1 mug, Sarah.
Mine. It sounds so conceited. It just says Sarah on it. And it's my mug. It's my fucking mug. And if I see somebody drinking from it, I get really upset. Where you're like,
slap it from their.
I cannot believe you. I have 20 mugs, and you went with the one that says Sarah on it. How dare you?
Yeah, unless their name's
Now,
Sarah.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of us.
Is the mug named Sarah, or is it for you? You know, because
The
Yes.
mug's name is Guinevere.
It's very confusing.
Oh my God, we're winding down a bit, but I want to make sure we get to a couple other things now. I know you're from listening to your album, which again I adored, Daddy's Girl. Must check it out. And I'm sorry, you're special. It is a special. I did listen to it though while I was cleaning, so I did not actually get the full. I didn't watch.
Please, that's fine.
Now I know you're from a town. You're from a
Yes.
town. I love a town. If you know one thing about me, you know I love a town. Okay,
Yes.
I love a soap shop. I love an apothecary. I love an olive oil shop.
A little craft store with
Oh my God,
their candles and
But
soaps.
I want to buy something that's gonna fall apart.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lady that's just,
Yeah,
these are her things.
Janice,
Yeah.
how are you doing, girl? Tell me everything. Tell me the tea of the town.
And if you don't buy anything, you feel bad that you didn't support
Yeah.
the economy.
Right
And
now,
then-
now, when you say like, is it the town that has like one clothing shop of things that people over 70 wear, and that's it?
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
linens.
is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
what's your town like?
My town has no stoplights.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it's
Love
very
it.
tiny.
Easy
It's a
living.
tiny town. It's a tiny little town. They
Yeah.
have, but they do have a gun shop. So you know.
Of course. Of course.
That's how they tell you to stop your car. They just
Right.
shoot you. Sorry, everybody.
It's upstate New York.
So sorry
yeah,
about that.
yeah, no, yeah, please.
Moving on.
I survived. I survived the gunshots. So
Now, do you love a
now.
town? Do you love a town, or are you more of like a suburb,
I-
or would you say you're a city gal?
Well, it's weird. Like, I'll never leave New York City. I'm fairly certain. But I
Really?
love towns.
Yeah.
I love towns. Like, during
Love
the
a town.
pandemic, especially, I was like thinking, like, New York City, you know, it's the greatest city in the world unless there's a pandemic, and then it turns into Newburgh, you know, or it
Yeah.
turns, you know, it's
Yeah.
Poughkeepsie.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So, so I started to miss, like, I
don't
started to
even.
miss seeing, you know, trees, like
Yeah.
where I grew up. I remember a
Yes.
possum once was on our front steps. I was like, all right, and like, you
It's
know.
whimsy.
Yeah.
A
you know,
town
just-
has whimsy.
right.
When you go in a town, you just feel like, oh my God, this is where a horror movie is set.
Right. Not a
You know,
single
it's the-
marsupial to be found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No.
Exactly.
I love a town. I love like Beetlejuice, like the starting of Beetlejuice. You're
Yes.
in a small town. There's so many small towns in Indiana that are like that, where you're like, oh my God, like we could just ride off the bridge, you know,
Like,
and
right.
then our story begins.
How's this for small town? Like my mom's grave is up there. My dad's too, but you know, but my mom's is up there. That's the important.
Yeah.
And like, I went there on a Sunday. Of course, everything's closed. It was 5 o'clock on a Sunday. So there's one cafe that was open, and I visited. They're like, yeah, there's a flower shop. Yeah, if you go 20 minutes up the road, you know. But
Yeah.
but eventually, so I thought like I actually was able to pull into where we have this little like boat launch area because we're on a lake, and was able to
Okay.
pick wildflowers right there and bring those for the grave, which I thought
Oh
was
my
like
God.
you can't do
that's
that in
nice.
the city.
No, you
know?
can't
so
do that.
Lovely.
Right, right.
I
Maybe
know,
on
you're
Park
like,
Avenue, they won't notice if you take some of those tulips that are happening
the
right
daffodils,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
These are for my mother. She's dead.
right. I mean, you can take it from like the corner street where someone was hit by a car. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the only. That's it.
Oh my
But
gosh,
yeah.
that's lovely. Oh, I love that. No, what lake is the town by?
Lake Champlain.
Oh my
upstate
God.
New York. Yeah,
I
yeah.
know it.
It's,
I know. I love
like,
their chocolate.
If you perform in Burlington,
Yes.
yeah.
That's a gorgeous
the lake, that
lake.
it's on. We're just on the other side of it in New York,
Oh my God.
by the sewage plant.
Oh, I love it. I love a town with a Flint vibe. It's very fun.
I mean, you
So
can't eat the
fun.
fish anymore, but come on, you can.
You can look at them.
Right.
But
right.
you love the city though. You're really more of a city person, you'd say.
I think I have to be at this point. you
Yeah,
know?
it's-
If I were like super rich, I would definitely like have a place up there.
A summer
you know?
home.
Yes,
Yeah. But you'd be
yes.
here. You'd be operating
right.
out of here. Yeah.
Right.
I love it. I know I love New York City too. It's gorgeous. Now, as we're winding down, my last question for you, paint a picture of us, your ideal night in.
Okay.
You've been working all week.
Which bathrobe are you wearing?
Tell us what you
I'm wearing the soft white and blue.
The waffle one?
No, probably not. Probably
Okay.
not. Probably the warm. And my ideal night is a little chilly out.
Gotcha.
Like winter. I like winter more.
oh my
yeah.
gosh,
So then you take
yes.
this warm bathrobe, you're in your PJs,
Oh.
and then sure enough, the new episode of BattleBots is on. So I watched that, and
absolutely.
which you know, robot fighting competition, right?
relaxing.
I'm sorry, am I the only one? All right, whatever.
I can't say that I've seen it, but I will try it. Is it anything like Downton Abbey? That's my show.
Very similar. Yeah, there's the drama. No, I think that's. I just have like I'll have like an evening cup of coffee. I'll sit down.
Oh my God,
I'll watch.
psycho.
I'll
I saw you the other night. You were drinking coffee.
right.
It is when you see somebody drink caffeinated coffee at night. You're
"Are
like,
you
what
well?"
life are you living? You're on a wild ride.
I need my
I'll just-
adaptogens.
I'll stay home. I'll finish skinning the roadkill I picked up, and finish that lamp I've been working on.
Oh
and,
my gosh. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
How many
Jade.
hours of battle bots?
All right.
What do you pull in a night?
This is your ideal night. So this is your dream.
Yeah, I
No
guess, all right,
judgment.
it probably wouldn't be BattleBots then if it were ideal. Like that's just the only thing that's topical because a new episode is out.
Of course.
Yeah.
But,
We'll be watching it.
You're promoting. You work for BattleBots.
Come on, go roadkill. It would probably be a new Marvel movie was on Disney Plus.
Yes.
Yeah, and I made
Absolute
some popcorn
joy.
on the stove.
Yes.
Oh, we
It's-
both love
yes,
stove popcorn.
yes,
I forgot we
stove corn.
connected about that the other day.
Yes.
Stove corn. That
Another
is
pizza.
so town of us.
Oh,
That's
100%,
so small town
100%.
of us.
Yeah. So that's, and I would sit down, eat that, and then
Oh my God. We were talking about stove popcorn.
right.
Yeah, well, I was gone.
Or I
you
would
were
just
gone. You were gone.
Or I would just eat the popcorn that had fallen into the pockets of my bathrobe from the previous time I ate it. And have
Bathrobe
that.
corn.
Yeah.
I love it.
I do microwave, but I do understand the.
And I'm evil.
I know. Well, I understand the stovetop
The
is more fun because
appeal.
it goes into a dome.
It
And
goes
that's joyful.
Well, I just like to drench it with olive oil in an inappropriate way, so it's so oily that I'm just basically having a soup.
I think you're thinking of Jiffy Pop.
I'm thinking of Jiffy Pop. Are
That's
you
the
talking
one.
about something different?
Yeah, you just put olive oil.
Olive oil in the pan,
Few things of corn.
and then they
heat
just
it up.
pop away. And
Quarter
I
cup of corn.
salt it.
Shake it.
Oh my God. I salt it like there's no tomorrow.
Oh
I
my
have
God.
hypertension
Are you kidding me?
from this. Oh my God, stove popcorn. We will be putting that on our blog, everybody. We have been Lady Journey Podcast. We have a Patreon. We have a YouTube channel. We have an Instagram. Please follow us, and please follow Jaye McBride. She's amazing.
Watch her
Please
special.
Watch her special, Daddy's Girl. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Lady
Thank you.
Journey.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jay.
Oh no!
Thank you.
so
You're
much.
fantastic.
And thank you to the Curious Elixirs.
Yes, and thank you
for that
so much to
wonderful
Curious
number 2.
Elixirs for having us. Thank you.